Paperrock Live is back. I got Hynaken on deck. Split Star somewhere in LA, floating and boating. Shout out to Urban Variety and GeoVision. If you guys have some whack videos on deck, scrap them, get a budget, and come see my guy. Because guess what? Your music is whack. At least the visual can outmatch the audio. I don't know. Fucking kidding.
I agree.
It's a mess, right? You could make, you just make it, you just spread butter on bread, right?
I just thank God for the fast forward button. Yeah.
All right, well, fast forwarding past that, we have Mr. Innocent on deck. How are you?
What's up?
I have to say, I've been, I use the stalking word pretty heavy, and I mean it. If I don't fuck with you, I'm not stalking anything. The unfollow button.
It's called research.
Research it. Research is one thing, but I don't have to follow you. I can research it and keep pushing. But in your instance, you're all over the place. The last time I saw you, if you don't remember, I had a little bit of a beef. We had a summer jam situation. Who's the guy with the eye patch? I love him. I love that guy. So, right? So, it was him and somebody else. I forget who it was. And that's how little the beef was. But we had a little bit of, a little whack side beef. And I was the host. So I cooked him on stage. Then I bought him a drink after the fact, and I apologized. And we're good now, right, Skanks? Anyway, so I say that to say this. That night was when I kind of first got to mingle with you. And the showcase was a little lengthy, right? And we'll leave it at that.
Oh, shit.
Right, the showcase, because we've had this discussion.
Oh, God.
Right? So the showcase, and then I'm going to just speak. I don't give a shit. People don't like me anyway. I don't care. But when you look at, I saw him in the corner, and I said, this guy shouldn't be sitting here still. And that's what it comes down to. When you have, seriously, when you have showcases, there's certain people who really have no business. Like, they should be in and out. Like, they come in, you're lucky I'm here, going to perform, and I got to go. So I apologize for that. Surpassing that, you've been at a lot of different showcases,
yes.
In state and out of state. You're all over the place, and I appreciate the energy. So
I appreciate you. Word.
My forehead's big enough. What do you say to people who don't leave New York, artist wise?
I mean, it depends. I don't think as an artist you should leave New York. I think as a human you need to travel. And like, I've been going out of town by myself since I was 17. So by the time I'm 17, 18, a regular high school senior doesn't do anything because I'm already in girls' condos who are 25 who have their own business. So what the fuck is a high school senior that's complaining about some dirty drug dealer? I don't want to hear you, bitch, because some grown woman is buying me outfits. She owns a store. And I only got that because I was going out of town. I just think for life you need to go out of town because women, first of all, New York women are way too rigid. So if a dude doesn't know how other women maneuver in other states, like,
I mean, it depends what you're going out of state for.
Nigga, you got to go out of state, period.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go bust drugs, go right ahead. Just make sure you're... Yeah. Listen, there are places you ain't going to see me. You ain't going to see me in St. Petersburg, Virginia. Because some of the project doors back then were made out of wood. You're not going to see me in Rochester. I know better. Yeah. You're not going to see me in Mississauga, Ontario. Because the Guyanese will kill you. Because you don't look like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get back.
I'll tell you about everywhere. Atlanta's the worst place for a New Yorker to go that don't know better.
I agree with that. The strip malls. Holy shit.
Their number one import is robbing niggas and killing them.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
What? Camera? We don't care. Die. So yeah, I think to answer your question, you need to go out of town, but just as a human, yo.
After hearing that spiel, I don't think anybody wants.
I almost lost 2 friends to a girl who set them up. Only reason they didn't kill him is because one of the dudes had a CO badge. They had the shotgun to his head, and then one of the dudes went through his bags and said, "Who's the cop?" He's like, "I'm not a cop. I'm a CO. If you kill me, federal law, they will chase you. You on camera. Just take the money and go." And the dudes were like, "But your man's is a fuck nigga. I want to shoot him." So if you do that, you're going to die. You're going to jail. And that's that. That's Atlanta. Southwest.
It's apropos because that's kind of what your bio was about. And the reason I speak
Going
to
out
that,
of town?
No, innocent with a question mark. So in
Oh,
other
my
words,
fault.
right,
I just disrupted the whole flow.
That's part of it.
right. So
That's a detail.
you know, and this is where we are. So when it's your bio was unique because most people are like this. You're from Brooklyn,
Right.
right?
As it
You know,
should be.
I'm not going to start this shit. It'll
Brooklyn
start.
bias.
I'm from the Bronx, and no one's here to battle. This
Salute
is about
the Bronx.
him tonight.
Salute the Bronx.
I know. I'm okay. I mean, the Bronx and Brooklyn's very touchy, sensitive situation.
First of all, they're about to take over the Bronx anyway, so it's over.
It's already too late. I'm
So,
living
bro?
in a. That shit is fucked up, and I don't appreciate that shit because you have people. You know what's crazy, and you know what? I'm not talking about that. There's a whole other. We're gonna do a live about that shit about poverty, the Bronx, Brooklyn. Pick a fucking borough. Back to you.
Fix your chain.
Huh?
Fix your chain.
No, that's how it's supposed to be.
okay.
I like that. I mean,
Okay.
if you want to do it more to the side.
Okay, nah,
This
it's
is like
cool.
fifth grade, though.
It
You
just
know, you
was-
do it like this.
it's-
You know, it's like it's straight, it's fixed like this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to you. I lost my whole question, which is fucked up. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You talk about my
Innocent,
bio. You were talking
Brooklyn.
No. The whole, again, innocent, and that's what it comes down to. The whole jail thing, right? That whole synopsis, which really isn't cool, especially now where you have COVID, people are locked up for bullshit, can't get out. Escape to Alcatraz. The reason why I don't care if it's one or two. Escape to Alcatraz. I want to escape from Alcatraz, so I need to understand why I want to go back,
Well,
especially when it's not good.
Alcatraz Ed produced the whole album. His name is Alcatraz.
Okay, I'm not listening. I'm
That's number
listening to
one.
it. That's fine.
He's a straight boom bap producer. Like when we met, I got a video out called I Rap Like that he produced. That's a video on YouTube. Ever since we connected, it was straight boom bap. So I felt that he has what I need and what the game is missing right now. So I'm going back to Alcatraz to revive
Retro.
that.
Got
right.
it. Okay.
So that's why I went back to the boom bap. I'm going back to Alcatraz.
I appreciate it because right now this is coming out to be not, and I know you have the whole pop smoke that obviously you have to evolve, right? Everything can't be. I have my own sound. Everybody has their own era of music that they like, but that's why I was asking because to me, that's a whole era that and it's a play on words. So for me, and some people may not be aware, I learned something today. It just I have to understand why we're going back. To,
Right, this is my escape from what's going on now in the world and in the game, back to Alcatraz. So I used the whole jail thing because I know a lot of people locked up, number one. I was locked up, number two. And so it hit real close to home, the whole prison thing. So I said, I'm going to run with that theme, the Alcatraz, because they closed that prison, blah, blah, blah.
How long have you been home?
Long time, over 10 years.
That's great. That's great.
Congratulations.
That's
Lee.
great. I want to hear that.
Yeah, I was a youngin'. I might not look young. I am 25, but
No, that's
My
what-
whole thing
that's
is-
what it's supposed to be.
the whole thing is like Alcatraz got shut down. It don't even exist really. It's a
Cut it out. Cut it out,
thing.
Mac.
And he coincidentally moved to L.A. He was living close to San Fran, where the prison is.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right. I'm not mad. I just
made
had to ask.
sense.
I have no
That's
problem.
that's
I have
a
no
great
problem
question. That's a great question.
Asking a question and making an ass out of myself.
No,
that's what
that's
I'm here
not.
for.
think so,
That's a
yeah?
great question.
I think that was a very solid,
Very solid. Yeah.
intellectual angle, and his response
Was
is
great.
equally
That's why I found
impressive.
I felt a little special ed, but it's okay. The helmet's always on. Speaking to, it's true. It's true. You always have to be prepared. Speaking to the current situation with what's going on, you can't really do jail. You can't do courts and hearings with COVID. Things are really kind of at a standstill. So whether your case is being held,
Well,
or,
they just opened visiting. Thank God for the first time.
that's 4 or 5 months later, but and I respect that. But I'm speaking to the people who are waiting to get out of jail
Absolutely.
for basic shit. I can't even get a hearing because no one's coming in. They can't get juries. So this is literally hindering so many different court cases. It's unreal. I've only been in central booking once. It wasn't pretty. I can't leave stagnant, Prince. So if anybody wants to do a bank heist, I got you. I'm curious. I mean that. I need the money. What I find interesting is men in our community being targeted, and the message that we send off sometimes is not what we should be sending off, because it represents us. And in the 70s and 80s, certain things were censored and we couldn't say things, but you'd assume what they were talking about. Do you think the message should be sent differently to attract?
Yeah, if it was somebody else giving the message, not me, because that's not what my job is.
Okay.
That there's people that wear hats to do that. My job is to do what I do, which is my gift of being able to visually give you lyrics that'll make you see something different. Most of my music, many people could relate to. I can't give nobody nothing other than that. I can't really, we fabricate stories. We do things like that to make stuff look bigger than it is. And everything is not to the T with my music, but I try to keep it in that realm. I try to keep it as official as possible. So
I appreciate that.
If there is music that I have that's positive, that's educational, that's powerful. Words are powerful, it depends on it's just like a book. You might read a book, he might read a book. We all get a different synopsis from that book. So,
synopsis, that's my favorite word.
If you hear my song, you might not like my music, but he might love it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a sermon in the church. Somebody might get the message that they jump up and catch the Holy Ghost. Another nigga might sit next to him and look at him like he crazy. So it's how you interpret it as the listener. You ain't gotta listen to it, but it's there if you want to listen to it. And it's nothing. I can't change that. I gotta give him that raw.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let Hynaken kind of give you feedback on this. The one thing I will say is that's the same question I asked Chinks, and he gave me the same response. He said that he takes the same responsibility that the adults in these children's lives should be taken, as far as this is reality versus how you can fix it. So I appreciate your candor. What do you have to say towards the lyrics versus people living the lifestyle? Very different.
Listen, people have been having people write music for them since the beginning. It hasn't stopped. People have been, like he said a few moments ago, people fabricate a lot of things that's going on. In my experience, I've only known maybe 5 rappers who actually did what they did in the record.
But not to cut you off, but that's why I can't talk about a Lamborghini. I can't talk about me shooting a nigga in the head. And don't get my vulgar words in my music. Mm-hmm. Don't see, people might take that as a bad projection or a bad message to the people, but it's not really, because all I'm talking about is things that people already know.
But you said you've been home for
over 10 years.
But
I had a 92 number, y'all, 92A, 6290.
So you see how you still, you give out the message of the things that's happened to you while you were incarcerated.
And what's going on around me now. Because I got plenty of people that I know that's locked up for bullshit, that's dying for bullshit. And they're going through the system, going through the motions right now.
So what else are you giving in terms of subject matter besides?
I got stuff about ladies. I got a song, Trapped, featuring Greasy, that's about women that's going through mental issues.
Like, when you say mental, like, what do you mean?
With theyself, they might been in a relationship that went bad and they feeling that they're to blame. I have daughters and I have sisters, so I could relate to all of that, the stuff that they've been through in my own relationships, And so, I've noticed that, there's a lot of pill popping, there's a lot of heroin, there's all kind of stuff happening. And mental stuff is not just for drugs. You could be eating, you could be not eating, you could be whatever it is, but it's out there. And I just touched on that song. I just wanted to, I was just in that realm. That beat gave me that element, and I just wanted to talk about it. And there was a couple of people that I was referencing in that song. It's personal, but there's a lot of truth to my music. Like I said, some stuff is fabricated, just to keep the entertainment part of it official.
Yeah.
But
Nah, I feel you on that, and I think it's everything's subjective. I mean, we're in an era now. I just feel like hip hop is in a space that it's gotten to an age that it has to be bracketed, and we never thought we'd see that because it was so young. But now, what's a 37-year-old gonna say to an 18-year-old? There's just no
people got mad at Jay-Z when he started talking about Basquiat's and the paintings. But what else is he supposed to rap about? He already rapped about the cocaine on the corner. He rapped about being on the block. He's not in that no more. Now he's rich. He got to rap about that.
No. What I'm going to add to that, I'm not even going to debate that. I think one of the weirdest things I saw happen was when Rick Ross had "Every Day I'm Hustling" and Jay-Z did the remix, and everybody was like, the verse was trash, and I'm like, yo, bro, he just shitted on everyone in that verse. I'm in the air, I don't hear niggas. Like, what is he gonna talk about?
Right.
Like Rick Ross just wrote one time, "I lost 100 bricks." I said, how the fuck are you alive?
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You lose half a brick.
That's the fabrication of it.
But somebody had to say, you're bugging. 100. Yo, what does one brick look like?
A lot.
So you lost 100
A lot.
and no one died? But Jay-Z's talking about G5 being a boss, and he made it sound cool.
But see, that's crazy that the OGs got to go through this ridiculing because the young cats talking about shit they ain't even old enough to even be doing yet. But we glorify that, and we put them out. They out here, and they, come on, Tekashi the talk of the town. Like, he's a rat, straight up. Like,
he's also wearing rainbow hair.
I don't care about that.
I do, because guess what? That's Rainbow
that.
Bright, booby. What are we? That's not a real. You know what I'm saying? And
Listen,
everybody has their own style.
But if I had blue hair right now, would that change anything?
I probably wouldn't have you as a guest here tonight.
But why?
Huh?
Why? Why?
I'm being serious. You can have your own style.
Because I got kids. They young. They transitioning into different things, and they, you know, I got morals. You know, I'm from the old cloth. You know,
You just
my
said
family
it.
from the South, but I'm growing to learn that certain things is like you got to let people go through things to understand and to learn. And if we don't do that, if we don't allow that, there is a boundary, though. You know what I'm saying? There got to be a boundary.
Okay, so we have an issue with Tekashi because for me, I wasn't feeling him before the whole ratting situation.
No, I wasn't a
I'm
fan.
not feeling
I'm not
you
a
coming
fan.
in wearing a purse, a merce, because I was watching the Seinfeld
I
episode
agree.
about this the other night, and you have rainbow bright hair. Booby, I'm a female. I grew up to all of this. Rainbow bright, My Little Pony.
Hell yeah.
So I don't
Strawberry
feel,
shortcake
when I think rap, I think Nas. I think, there's so many different people that come to mind
Jungle
that are
Brothers,
masculine. I love
NWA.
men.
But let's-
I love men. So for me to see this, I
It's
can't
different,
dig it.
yes.
I can't dig it.
I mean,
Absolutely.
let's
I
look
agree.
at it like this. Not to defend him. I could care less.
I could care less. Me too. Finish it. Yes.
But think about how when Nas, Jay-Z, and that whole flossing was coming in the early 2000s, how dudes who came up in the 70s or the 80s, there was a disconnect, or the dudes that came up in the 60s like, yo, this was jazz. We wore tailored suits. What's this Timberland shit? I think it's the same parallel. I just feel as time went on, it got way more out of hand. But that's how people were looking at that generation. Tim's? Who is Tim's in the summertime? Who's out here with two beepers?
How about this? Timberland doesn't even want you wearing their shit.
How about this? Think about how people used to look at Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is that version of 6ix9ine in terms of how his hairstyle was. There's probably people from the old Caribbean people don't even like that type of hairstyle, some of them. He's wearing all the tattoos.
Busta's watching this. What's up, B?
No, I'm not
don't
trying
give
to
a
play
fuck.
him.
No,
I'm just saying the generation of, but what we looked at as Busta was like, that's the dude. Look at his hair. Look how he rap. Look how he holding himself.
But he was ethnic.
Right.
I mean,
it was soul.
He
It was a
wasn't
lot of
doing
soul.
anything outside of pocket, in my opinion.
To us within the circle.
I'm black and white. I'm
No,
sorry. Nobody was violated. Did he come in with neon pink hair? No, he came
No,
in with
but his hairstyle was unique. Nobody
It's
had
dreads.
that, but there were people that were against that. That might have hurt.
That's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm not. Listen, I'm not making a point for
I don't wanna
6ix9ine.
fight you. I don't wanna fight
No, I'm
you.
not. I'm not.
You know what it is? I was watching something with my son, Salute My Son.
Yeah, I seen
and he
that
was
video.
talking about the Tekashi shit, and what he said makes sense. You did what you did. You snitched. You did all that. Stay there. Stay over there. Don't come over here. And that's it. You want to have purple, green, all that shit? Do that. Stay in that corner. Stay in that section. We good over here. And he crossed over, and that's where he violated. He violated already. We know that. But you keep violating it more and more.
But
and
we're
that's the bottom
supporting
line.
it, and it's not.
No.
I'm not saying people in this room, but there is a support system which obviously keeps this whole.
But his
boat
day is
floating.
numbered. See, we don't control that. That's the shit. We can't control that. We
It's the label.
only we control what we control, and that's it. If we keep allowing that, then it's gonna keep happening.
If you
just
had a
like
budget-
Akon making a song with him and blah 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 blah.
Well, Akon is different. Akon's special. You know, he's a difference. See, certain people don't have to do things that are orthodox. I'm
Why?
above you. What do you mean? Why? I don't need you. I'm Akon. I'm glowing up all of Africa with my
I
little.
don't know. That shit could backfire, and I think that's what's happening.
It
with
can
him right
backfire, but if I'm backfiring and being restricted to, I can't. So what? I can't come to America? Who the fuck wants to come to America anyway? You know what? Your passport, you can't go. Man, listen, you got your passport. You can't go not a fucking place, yo. I'm serious. I had a client come in. She was like, "Yo, G, I'm going to England tomorrow." I said, "Bitch, how?" I'm serious. I said, "How you going?" And she said, she has dual. I have dual citizenship. Like you have, she has dual citizenship. That's the only way they have to. No one. I have a client from Australia. She goes, "Jay, we can't do shit to March 2021 if
You're like, good day,
that's
mate.
a $25,000 deal." What bitch? We was going over the locusts and the forest, kangaroos burning and shit. I need that $25,000 fucking dollars. The hell? We got a 2-week. You know, that's what it comes down to. Speaking to this, you travel. Favorite place to travel that you can't go back to until this shit calms down?
L.A.
Okay, that's the obvious. It's Pot City. What else? Give me something else.
Puerto Rico,
I love Puerto Rico.
Florida, Virginia. Well, I could go to Virginia.
I've been through all
Florida, you can go to these places. It's just the
not-
shit you got to deal with. You got to quarantine and you got to do this, and
I'm
it's
not
not
doing
safe. Yeah, I'm not going
that.
nowhere.
It's like for what? What?
I didn't even want to really come out to come here. So
I agree.
I
only
wiped
reason I
everything
came
down.
because y'all said you had mic condoms and all that. I'm like, all right, cool.
I
We
respect
always
that.
speak. This is STD proof and COVID
Word.
solidified.
Yo, this is the
dope.
first
This
time
is
I've
official.
been outside.
I got nice
Like,
gloves. I got the sanitizer. Yo, I respect that. Word up.
Let me tell you something. I respect everybody who's here
Word
because we
up.
are all socially distancing. I could have dry humped him in. I'm serious. We had to go back 6 feet, boo.
Yeah.
6 feet. We could do one of these numbers. It's 6 feet and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different. Can you imagine going to the club now? Sup, boo?
Yeah, you want to
Looking real
dress?
sexy.
Be like, what?
What you drinking? Get the fuck out of here, right? And then what you gonna do? Holla at me later. What the fuck? I can't even fill
How
them
do
up
you
to make sure
dance
I have.
with somebody? Right,
I can't
right.
do it. There's no package.
But you know what's crazy? You see people in stores. You can't see their face. They got a mask on. It's like, how do you meet and greet? How do you meet people?
How about this? You know, half the girls have on, and I'm guilty. You know, I have little circles, and I look like a panda bear, but I don't have a full beard, and my hair is my hair. And I know I have a little bit of a big forehead, but it's me. If I'm a man, which my tendencies are a little bit not feminine, but if I wake up next to some chick and her hair looks if it's hanging next to like the headboard, if it's like on a shelf, like on the end table, this is officially over. I fucked you last
Getting in
night.
the gypsy,
I'm
bro.
furious. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Let me say this. For the most part, you kind of always have an idea what you're getting into. If you don't, I just have a simple rule. The only time I let a lot of shit slide is between the hours of 12:45 in the morning and 4:45 in the morning. That's when I might let a chick that I'm not wouldn't give a time of day, and I need to get a single off or I need to get a double off. I let that. But once 4:46 hit, it's over. I remember I caught top from this crazy looking bitch, right? And then
Where?
Somewhere in East New York, about off the
East
conduit,
New York.
right?
On the highway?
Yeah. I whip my dick out real quick sometimes if I have tinted windows. And so my other boy, he was with her homegirl. He went into the hotel. So I said, yo, I did what I got to do, bro. So I go to the hotel. I go back to the crib. I don't live too far. And he calls me. He's like, yo, bro, this bitch is in the way. I need you to run interference. I said, fuck. I had to get dressed, come back. She's in there, and I'm looking, and the sun is going up. It's 4:47. I'm looking at her. I said, I let this bitch suck my dick. I'm sad. And then now he finishes what he's doing with the girl in the bathroom. He walk out. He's like, yo, it's time to drop them off. You take her. I said, no, bro. It's 5 a.m. I see what you look like. You taking both of them home.
As a rapper, right?
Yeah.
I know this is something that you get, and I know you may have a significant other. This is just business. Watching the show, how hard is it, whether you're seeing somebody or not? Because really, it's irrelevant. How hard is it to be in the industry? Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
If you're seeing someone, the bitch wants to kill you. I've dealt with this shit, and
Really?
I'm straight, but the men look at you going, "Oh, you're at another event, are you?" An interview, is it? Right? Yeah. Right. So I'm just saying, how hard is it to be in a relationship where the person doesn't know what the fuck you're at?
I think if you know who you are as a person, as an artist, and you obviously are with somebody that you respect and they respect you, you're gonna go through stuff in every relationship. So as long as you got an understanding and you keep it official, it should go smooth. It should. But I can't answer for everybody. I only know.
I'm asking for you. I don't care about everybody.
I'm good. Like I could do. I've been through a lot in my life, in my relationships, and it's not easy. You just gotta be strong. You gotta be strong in the head. Like you
What
can't be
happened? What answer you looking for?
You
I got
can't,
my answer.
You just gotta be official. Just be 1,000. Like just how we sitting here right now, and you tell me you wouldn't be here if you had blue hair. I gotta respect that.
Well, no, not coming from you. You can
No,
have blue hair,
I know,
but
but what I'm saying is, it's like to each his own in that situation. Like some dudes, I'll be looking at dudes like, how do you do this? How are you out every day? How are you out every week? How are you doing this? How are you? And you married, or you got, and I'm like, how are you doing this? But I'm like, everybody different. Maybe, who knows? He might go home and have to shoot 5 every night. You know what I'm saying? He might have to. Who knows? It might be furniture moving every day up in that piece. We don't know that. When he come in with that Band-Aid, he be like, nah, I gotta put. You got beat up.
Nah, listen.
Straight up. So it's like to each his own.
I remember, man.
It's respect.
I had to crack this chick's head over an airbag on the Bruckner Expressway.
The Bruckner? What you were doing in the Bronx? Go ahead.
I told you he'd be
Nah. Listen,
He said that shit already.
sometimes women be going through things in their head. Nothing wrong with that. And then they want to choose certain dudes to be a victim. See, like, if he has beef with me or I have beef with him, the energy's being directed. But a woman would be like, I have an issue with him, but I want to bring the energy to him. I don't sign up for that fuck shit. You're going to pay the penalty. So she got mad at something, and she tried to bring the energy to me. I said, yo, listen, bitch. Whoever you're mad at, bring that to them. If you have trouble sleeping tonight because you want me to think it's my fault, go rub your fucking pussy and bust a nut. And she got mad while I'm on the Bruckner and went, boom. I swerve, almost hit a truck. She's still punching. I grab her by the back of it, right in the passenger.
While you're driving?
Yeah. I'm nice with the driving and cracking the skull.
Okay.
The fuck out of here.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do? Let her clock? And she hits hard. I fought a lot of niggas.
What was his name?
No, it's a woman.
Oh,
That's why I
damn.
said she hits hard. But I'm not. Come on. No. Keep your hands to yourself.
But you just finished saying that she was like, because I actually had the situation
Wait,
earlier, and I was wrong. I was wrong.
Thank you for admitting.
I haven't. Well, this person
accountability.
is still, holding it against me, and it's fine. But this is the thing. when you're slap boxing, motherfuckers, because I played basketball, I played softball. I am very physical.
As
And
you should be.
sexually, I am gonna fucking dry hump you, and I'm very
I like
flexible.
this. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm all over you. So sometimes there's no off button. So we're shadow boxing all the fucking time. You may get slapped up by accident. I apologize.
That's not a problem in that scenario. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I was wrong. I look back on it, and the reason why, especially when he just said it, he just said he was driving. This person was literally driving, and I was just like, and it was.
Wait, you was
So
driving?
no,
though, right?
not us, not us together. It's two
You
separate
think I
stories.
could bash your head in the airbag and we could still do a show together?
Your car would be fucked up because with
Oh no,
this
there's still a
forehead,
crack in that airbag.
with this forehead,
oh.
it is all the way fucking over. You understand? what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Your
good
forehead
luck.
ain't that bad.
It's massive,
Stop.
and
Nah,
you can.
it-
I don't
just
care. You're
whisper.
already on the show. You don't have to kiss my
Yeah,
forehead.
stop
All you understand?
I've
what I'm
seen
saying?
some
There's no need.
foreheads, some back
Listen,
bulletin
there
boards.
was-
Yeah, especially some Ethiopian foreheads. Whoo,
But you
man.
just but does the forehead matter if the pussy is all that?
No, not at all.
There you go. Okay,
Listen, I
listen,
know what
we
I'm
could be
talking
here
about.
all day about the sex because that's what we've been doing
I
all
know.
day.
Yeah,
It's so
I know.
inappropriate.
Ignorant.
We should have a sex show. Listen, there was.
I was
You
like,
wanna do
damn,
that?
what?
Do you wanna do
I had
that?
this. I was like, wait a minute.
Am I on the right
Am I
show?
on-
nigga?
is Dr. Roof about to walk up
No,
in this? room?
Dr. Ruth. And how about this? When I was younger, I had no, you didn't have internet and shit like this. I would be so tired, like, fifth grade, sixth grade. And she came on like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you had to suck it up to stay up night. And they'd be asking the craziest story I ever heard on the show. There was a woman who calls up. She goes, I think I have a problem. She was being solicited by a man. She got paid for this, right? I suck at pool, but I can get the whole thing, right? Oh, it wasn't pool, it was golf. It was miniature golf. Same shit. It's the same principle. I wasn't getting anything in the hole, which is shocking. Anyway, so the lady was instructed to stay with her legs spread eagle. And the hole for
Was
the
there-
golf
was
was
down
right
there.
before her pussy, right? So that was her job. She would just say that she was like, he just used to love and I'm listening to this and I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm completely turned on at like 12, 13 years old. And this is what set me off on such a nasty trend. I feel like if you're listening to certain things, it is inspirational. Speaking of inspiration, who inspired you to rap?
Who inspired me to rap? It's a lot of people inspired me to rap.
Well, I know who you work with. Give me a few. Good.
Jungle Brothers, NWA. Some
That's
cats
light
I
work.
grew up with.
That's light work. Give me
Black Moon.
Stop being modest.
I grew up with 5 Feet. He lived down the hall from me, so they inspired me. I used to watch them. Illa G, when I was a little nigga, he used to be in my building chilling. A lot of people, my man Killer, salute.
You have a lot of people
He
on
used
your
to
resume.
write for
Stop being-
Foxy Brown. Yeah, I got a lot of history. But yeah, all of the OGs from the 90s and the 80s, Houdini, all of them inspired me at some point in some way.
Speaking to that history, who do you want to work with? It's hard. COVID is hindering a lot of progress.
Scott Storch.
Are you listening, Scotty? Scotty, baby. All right. We're going to make sure he gets that.
A lot of I want to work with Dipset. I want to work with Jay-Z and them, the Dr. Dre's, the Jeezy, Snoop and them. Everybody who's still relevant and that made a mark in the game, I would like to work with. That's still standing right now.
I love Snoop. I don't know why. I just think he's like.
Salute my dude Flash. He was just with Snoop, so
I love the whole
Snoop is
energy. West Coast is interesting. I've only been there 4 times, and that's a lot. I was in San Diego,
That's
Rocky.
my favorite town. Man.
I love San Diego.
That's my favorite
Did
town.
you do Torrey Pines? Did you
I keep
do
it
Del
down.
Mar, the racetrack?
I just keep it downtown by the water.
Did you do the zoo?
I just keep
You
it
just
down.
ate.
I just keep
So
it
he did
downtown
shit.
by the
He
water.
did nothing.
Oh, I do shit. A lot of cougars in San Diego. Real official. That crack pussy too.
So you just come out and pick them,
No,
which is fine.
They pay for me to go out there.
This is the shit I'm talking about. When men get paid to be put on a flight, players.
Listen, it was a terrible flight. There was this really, really humongous bitch.
Yeah.
She had to be like
said the
600
flight was
pounds.
bad.
And she melted on me. And I didn't have the red eye. It was that slow jet stream. So I was there for like 6.5 hours. And then the pig is on me laying. I'm like, come on, bitch. Give me that 3 hours.
You will have to forgive me. Who is in the middle seat?
I was in the window seat. She
And
was
so this fat bitch was in the middle seat.
melting.
So
She
let me
wasn't
ask you,
on me. She melted on me.
Booby, you looking extra sexy, less that 15 pounds. Is this you, sir? So is this the sexy you now, or is this the 15 pounds plus you from fucking 3 months ago?
No, when you saw me, I was like 40 extra
So
pounds.
why do you
but I was
think-
still,
Why,
I could still fit in the
Mr.
seat.
Sexy, why do you think the bitch was melting into you versus you was melting into her? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think she understands how to control her body.
Did you have peanuts on the flight?
I couldn't. She melted to the point I couldn't move. Like, look, let me explain something. It was like this.
But you was loving it though. You was on
No.
here.
How long was the flight?
6.5 hours.
Hey, that's LA,
No,
San
because
Diego, San
because
Diego.
yeah, but if you catch the other stream the other way, it could be a 5-hour
Six,
flight.
no, coming back, it's always the jet stream's different.
Yeah, it
Yo,
is.
when you go, they're like this. We're gonna be there another 2. I'm like, I've been on the plane for 5 days, and then you have to buy your dinner. What?
There you go.
How about this? I've only been on first class one time, and this is real shit. They are definitely taking care of first class.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
else is in the car. I was there getting all type of shit. Other than that, everybody else is fucked. Forget it. Speaking of first class, there were gifts here before that somehow. I don't know where the fuck they're at. But let's talk about this. Let's take it out the package because how about this?
let you do that.
Packaging is everything.
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 Marketing.
So what is this? It looks like Christmas has come early. And
Right on
guess, look at
schedule.
this shit. It's like a door knocker. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go fuck yourself. Like, don't ring my bell. I'm serious. Like, this is great. And then escape to Alcatraz. My neighbor's gonna think I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
You got an inmate that's
Crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your
It's gonna work
cousin
out really well.
just came
This
home.
is great because I run out of liquor. Look at this.
So can I have that one? You can have my bottle.
some?
No. I have my own bottle.
You
Let me
got
see.
a collectible.
No, let me see. Ah, you want to switch?
Yeah.
Switch, booby. What? Yes, switch. That was a win-win, boo. You got. Look at this.
My man.
Look at this. I have to say, I think that the marketing is genius. This is look
Genius.
at this. Look at this. All you have to do, kids. You know, it's interesting. No, you get it. He's wearing gloves with the whole. I get it.
You should have one of these too.
Oh, I got it right.
No, we have it, right? We have the whole thing. Spliff is pissed. Hey, Spliff, sorry. I'm so sorry. And look at this. What is
Those are magnets.
magnets?
and
My kids
for
would be
my
all over
projects.
this.
Yeah. Stickers.
Look at the style on this.
Smart.
Look at this. I love
Classic, yo.
it. Isn't it great?
We did the remake. Me and Cool Ties the Great. There's a video out Wild Style. Me and this dude Cool Ties the Great.
Oh, I thought you said Chaz.
Look at this. No, I just think I respect you so much. Like I said,
I
like
appreciate you.
you run into certain people at certain events all the time, and you know this. I'm a lunatic. Either I'm there or I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? If I'm there, it's like I'm all over the place. But also, certain artists I like, others I'm like, just please stop.
I
What's
appreciate
holding you back? Give me that. And I think that that's in general. I think
I
being
think it's
held
me,
back
myself, because I can't go 1,000%.
This is why I'm
Because
asking.
I have other priorities. I have other things. I'm a grown ass man. So
What would you change?
what would I change?
Yes.
If I had money, like I need more money so I can have more opportunity to be free. Because I got to make
Really
money, I
shit
got
I
to work.
heard.
That takes time. And so if I was rich,
Fuck
I
your
could
honor.
fucking I could do what I want with the music. Like
The self-awareness is
Yeah.
really what it is
I could move.
When you said that's the realest thing you've heard,
for this year. Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm going to co-sign that. Realest thing I've heard
I mean, it is
on an artist level, no, because most people
These New York artists
will not admit that.
They're like, huh? What do you mean?
You need it take money to make money. It's just the bottom line. You can't make money even to buy a package. You got to buy a package and to flip it.
What's the term?
To buy a house to flip it.
Cost of
it take money to
production.
make money.
I just appreciate the candor because a lot of people want to be like,
Oh, nobody wants fucked in my neighborhood. No one wants to support me and buy my project.
no, it's
Listen, The only way people gonna buy your stuff is if they fuck with you. If they know who you are and they buying into you. They're not buying your product. They buying into you, what you doing. And that's what. When you win that, when you get that, then you'll be a better artist.
Golden.
And I'm learning that. I'm still learning, but I'm getting it. You
I'm
got to give back
disgusted.
too. That's why
He's spitting
you got
that
these
cocaine.
I'm
items.
disgusted. He's been on here for about 20 minutes, and I've learned more here than I've learned in my whole sophomore year of high school.
I'm
That
learning
was
myself.
bullshit. No. That's why he's sitting here, Math. You know that. I don't give a fuck. He makes a call, Jay, what are you doing? I said, you know what, I can do it Sunday. What are you looking like? And that's just, because most people, somebody else hit me, they said, Jay, you know, what's going on? I said, nothing much. I said, it's minimum of 150, depending upon the set that you're on with me. Because what happens is you're paired with people on the show. So if I know you do this, I'm going to match you with this. So that the 150, the 250, and I'm going to charge you because I know what I can get from you.
Right.
Right? I know what you're going to get out of the project. I need 250 because how much did I spend to put the show together?
Absolutely. It
I'm
takes
dead
time.
serious.
Nah, I respect that.
There's food,
And-
there's drinks, there's all type of shit here. There's connections. Because I'll do 4 or 5 guests a show so that y'all can commingle. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
That's the whole point. So that when y'all making millions, I just want a little 10%. Send me a lily for my birthday, January 20th. That's it. I don't give a shit. Is this me? Is this me?
That ain't me.
Look at this. I'm so excited. There's liquor everywhere.
There you go.
But I respect that. I respect you. That's why.
Don't
I
start
mean,
your
you've been
shit.
doing this for a while. And by the way, Mike Hand said to tell you what's
I
up.
love me some Mike Hansen.
And number 2, because we got a project we working on in a second, an EP that's real long overdue, but that's another story. But I knew you for a while. You know, I see you, and I'm the same as you. I watch, I observe, and I could have been asked you to get on your show. I could have, and I just felt this the time for some reason.
Well, you
like,
ran into me last,
yeah,
I don't know, whatever
I
week.
saw you.
You walked by me for a second. It's okay. My ego,
I
my
didn't
forehead is
even-
bigger than
'cause
my
I was
ego, so it's okay. It's all right.
focused. I
It's
was-
okay. I'm focused, man. He was like, "Get the fuck out my way, man." And he's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
I'll
So
be in
it
the
worked
zone.
well for me. But I appreciate you coming down and I'm not
you.
kicking you off. We have another.
Nah, that's
Matt,
what's
you
up.
okay for another 5 minutes? Yeah, that's okay. We already passed curfew. You know, the black half of us. Greaseball Entertainment is also in the building.
Crazy.
What are
Yeah,
you
we
doing?
got some.
What are you doing? Yeah, give me the presents. You got cupcakes and.
Yes, the charisma.
I'm gonna give you
Greasy,
one of
shop
these.
the site, please, sir.
That's you. Shop the site. Yeah, cake in a
Charisma
jar.
Crumpets, cake in a jar.
Look at this shit right
Charisma
here.
Crumpets, you got yellow cake, you got the Hennessy infused,
Why
you
you
got
say yellow
the
cake? I'm
there's
taking that a little
different ones.
personal.
Nah,
Yellow cake. That's some bullshit.
all my sisters red
Oh my
bones.
God.
Every one of them.
Smell this shit right here.
He's gonna go home and body that shit.
The fuck is this?
Tomorrow.
Smell it. That shit's crazy.
That's good,
But
man.
yeah,
Let-
so
you know.
check it out. The website,
Check it
say it
out.
again.
Oh, it's you can follow her at charisma_crumpets on.
So how come she's not here right now? Let's tell
Charisma
her.
_crumpets.
Thank you.
It's my cousin. I'll make sure.
No one needs to be nasty. I got a lot of attitude in the background. Just just set her up. We'll do. You know what I'm saying? We got sweet tea in 2 weeks. That's gonna be a hot mess.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm working on the Legion, that's
Nice,
actually family.
nice.
So we're gonna. Nah, I got it. We gonna bring it down. But if we and we have Bobby cakes. Bobby cakes. Bobby cakes bought the cookies laced with lemon. I don't know what the hell I ate. When I got home, I was so cooked. My eyelids were so fucking hot. And you know what? Edibles are tricky.
Yeah, I'm scared of those.
You know what I'm saying? You eat them, you're like, this is bullshit. You have no
And then they catch you. Bang.
And then you have no one to fuck. You're home like this by yourself watching XXNX, what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then you just go to sleep. And then, anybody else not be able to get off? Is that just me? After a while, I was like, you've been doing this too
Yeah,
long?
I can't
I've seen
do-
this one. I've seen this one. Right? It's like, I've seen this one.
It's like, oh man.
It's like, I'm like,
Right.
fuck.
You gotta learn how to take breaks.
That shit's fucked up.
That's when you call it a night. You just go to sleep. You roll
I
over.
can't go
and
to sleep. That's why
sleep.
I'm on TV.
Oh
I
God.
don't know. The whole thing's a mess. What's next for you? Because we could be
What's
here all
ne-
that talk
I
about
mean,
sex and porno and bullshit.
So
but what's next
I got
for
a
you?
couple projects out. I'm just pushing. I want to trifecta is out. Salute Vinny Idol and Terror Van Pool. That's another project out. We still shooting videos actually for that. There's videos out for that as well. This album is out. Escape to Alcatraz 2. I have a project with Stan Demand called Seven. That's 7 features. We got some dope features on that. There's a single out from that actually with Cool Ties the Great called GMR, Grown Man Rap. Wild Style is out. I got just projects. I have a lot of projects with different producers coming out, like EPs. I got a lot of singles. I got an album with Tech from Smith & Wesson.
Oh,
I'm trying to do.
I almost got into a fight with them.
I'm trying to do.
It's on camera too.
I'm just trying to get
No, it was
other stuff like scores, movie scores, and things like that. Because I don't know if you know, I was the first hip hop on Law and Order television show. If you ever listen to hip hop on Law and Order, you're gonna hear me. That's my voice. It's called No Love. It's with Freddie, Fast Five Freddy, Sticky Fingers,
Yes.
Bokeem Woodbine. That's me, the rapper and all that. When he got stabbed at the end.
Yes.
Tupac went down. Nobody said
That's
nothing.
you?
That's me.
Are you crazy?
I did a lot of episodes.
I am
with
a
Kate
Dick
Fed
Wolf
and
animal. Are you kidding me right now?
now?
Dick? That's my client. Yeah.
So Leah, check that. I go back with the music. I'm in a couple episodes of Oz. I don't know if you ever saw Oz.
No,
That was on
I can
HBO.
see that. Absolutely. yes.
Yeah, I was in
He's
there
looking
with
more and
Mims,
more familiar.
Poet. Yeah, I was in an episode with Adabisi. I did a few. I'm out there. I was in another television show, Third Watch. That was that police paramedics. Method Man had a 2-part episode. I was his man in that. I've been around. Like, I've been around the world. I've been around this music shit for a minute. That's why I'm just learning stuff, and my confidence is getting up here. And I feel sorry for you about that. Nah, I feel sorry for these cats because I'm about to come hard body. I don't got forever with this. And that's it.
Say that again.
I don't got forever for this.
If you were 40 fucking
Listen.
5 and you're still burning CDs, just burn your fucking
I
building
can't.
down.
I wouldn't say that.
Go ahead.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Go ahead.
Listen, to each his own. If you could afford to do this shit, do it. Do what you do. If you nice, do it. If you trash, somebody just got to tell you that, and you got to stop. Stop wasting your time and your money.
That's my point.
But if you
now.
got something, really got something, and you could afford it, go for it. Do it. This, for me right now, I'm not trying to get a deal. I'm doing
you
this
mean?
because I'm not trying to get a deal. I could get a deal. I've had
You're gonna be
single offers.
independent.
Yes,
There you go.
absolutely.
That's all I want to hear.
I'm gonna be independent. I am independent, and stop. We gotta stop a lot of things. But one jewel I'm gonna drop on dudes: stop calling your projects EPs.
There you
Because, and I say that we speak that we say that I'm dropping an EP, but when you technically do it on paper, when it's time for that paper, don't put it as an EP. Put it as a project, album, whatever. Because after 10 songs, they don't give a shit anay. It's free music. So that's a jewel I'm going to give y'all. And after that,
I never EPLP album, that shit never made a difference to me when people said that. I just was like, yo, don't give me no fucking 29 songs,
Right.
48 songs.
but I'm just talking on the technical.
Oh, I get it.
When
but,
it comes to the paper.
But people would be trying to be cute because they don't want it. It's a cute way of saying I didn't put out 30 projects before I blew up. It could be like, yo, I was doing mad mixtapes.
You want to hear enough? You want to hear something else? You look how the game changed from our era.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes say a song. A song to me was 3 verses.
that's
in my
correct.
era. At least 4 minutes. So now a song is a minute and 80 seconds, minute and 60 seconds. Like, come on, it's like one verse, a hook, and that's it. And the hook be like 5 times.
But you know who started that by accident?
Who?
And this wasn't the lead-in, but Method Man and Redman. When they did the nah.
Well,
with Rock
because they were going back and forth.
You know what I'm saying? But and I'm not saying that led to that, but once somebody saw they pulled that off, and what was the running complaint? We always wanted an extra verse from that, but no one ever said that song was whack. No one ever said it wasn't enough, but we wanted an extra verse. And I just feel like now you got a bunch of kids who are studio sessions is weird because I've been in them with the younger dudes. They're just like bugged out, and then they just
See, for me, when I started, I know me, so I can go back in my archive. I remember when I first went to the studio ever to versus the last time I was in the studio. So it changed so much. I used to want to go party, drink, and smoke, and
Get your
I'm in
vibe
the
right.
now that shit is money going down the drain, man.
Yeah.
You need to. Now dudes be tight because I be in and out. I'm there. I already got my shit ready. What I'm gonna do, and I'm gone. Because when you start going to quad and it's 100 and up an hour, you ain't playing no game. You're not chilling. Want to go to the store, get a blunt, and you don't got
Bring
that
it.
time is money. And that's when you really understand what that phrase is. Time is money. When you starting to, do shit for yourself.
We have like 7.5 minutes, and you know what's crazy? People always say, "Jay, I can't believe it. That's the interview." Listen, mom, nigga. Like when you look at Ellen, you got 7.5 minutes. Jimmy Fallon, 7.5 minutes with a commercial, right? So when you think about a 20-minute interview or a half an hour interview, it's also our fault because we're directing traffic, but.
Nah,
I don't
dig
want to
it.
talk about the regular shit anyway. We know where you're from. We know what you're working on. The people are halfway involved. I'm serious. Like half the time, I don't want to
real
talk.
shit.
I don't want to talk because you go to interviews and from Brooklyn.
shit,
Like I'm
shit,
tired.
7 minutes be a normal show for dudes now at a showcase. 10 minutes the most, and that if you're not talking and introing your songs. So you only doing
think for
8
that-
minutes.
I think that's a great number because no one knows who the
Dude,
fuck
it
you
take
are.
me 12 minutes to go from my crib to New York with no traffic,
Again,
and I'm doing about 80.
people don't know how to introduce themselves and speak to anything about their situation, their team, their project, nothing.
But that's
And that's the
networking,
problem. But
and
that
people
you don't
not
need
doing
the
that.
booby.
But you know why?
don't need the job.
But exactly because they don't exactly.
That's
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Everyone is
There
not
we
here
go.
for the same reason. What was your calling? What was like the wake up call for you?
I don't know. I want to personally get back in the element of being out. Like I have a couple shows coming up. The 28th is the one here, right? I think is a show 28th in the Pink Room. I got one the
The pink room
30th.
I heard is crazy.
There's
We're gonna
one-
get back to that 22nd.
Yeah. There's one in the 30th in Staten Island with Doc Ock and the guys in the Rock the House event. That's a lot of people in that lineup. So I'm just trying to. My calling was, I need to get back active, and I felt your show, being that I came here that day and I saw you, and I was like, you know what? I was here for a reason at the right time, and I was like, I'm
You
a
did
tap
walk
into
by
that.
me. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not sensitive. I grew up.
I didn't really
being black and black and white. I was never black and white.
Well, I
black
apologize.
enough or white
You know
enough.
what? I'm apologize to.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not sensitive. I don't
Nah.
give a shit.
So
Because sometimes I don't have my contacts in. Today I'm good. But sometimes when you have your contacts, I'd be like, yo, Jay, you walk right by me. I could not. I see you. Boom. I didn't feel safe. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who the fuck he was at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So
We
yeah, I
gotta go
felt that
soon.
it was time. It was just overdue.
No, but
and
I've been stalking you. But don't start that. Don't act like we just met the other day. When you're at a showcase and somebody is there, and I don't have to know you personally, then that's what people make the mistake. I don't have to know. I know your face. So if you want to be disrespectful, that's cool. I'm gonna see you at some point in the future, so I could be nice. I could play nice, or we can have a problem in 4 or 5
right,
months.
because he don't even know that fat chick on the plane. She owned this building.
She gonna give me a discount.
Word, but yeah, I dig it, man, and I just
definitely
felt
will.
it was the time, and I appreciate
Listen,
you.
I appreciate you. We only have a couple more minutes left because Matt's about to jump on my fucking face. I do want to
For
shout
the
out.
record, I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff, so I didn't know until that day that it was you and Spliff's show.
Okay, who'd you thought? Who's show?
I thought it was yours. I thought he was a guest,
Uh-huh.
and then I did my research. I did my, and I looked and I saw what it was, and I respect that. But I didn't come here for Spliff. I came here for Jenna. And salute Spliff,
Look at
salute
my forehead.
Spliff. I can't even tag you though, but salute
you.
Spliff. But
Wow.
and that's I just keeping it a buck on some G
Really?
shit.
That makes me feel like I can't even.
I'm just keeping it
the
a
Cheshire
thousand.
Cat has nothing on me right now. Thank you.
Right.
That means so much. And
So
I
when you
think
told me he was stuck and all, I was like, I didn't even respond. I don't think.
you
but
didn't, you were like, I'll be there anyway. And
Yeah,
with
right.
Hynaken, to me, Most
Yeah,
people
you sent
are
me his
aware,
stuff, and I checked out his page.
Correct, and he is the silent assassin. What do they call you? They call you the scumbag? What's your nickname?
I forgot.
They
I read
call him the
some.
scumbag, and we gonna get Math gotta go because Math is like, bitch, I gotta go, and then you gotta go. No, scumbag is his nickname. That's his nickname. Scumbag's his nickname.
Listen, he was out there in Texas with us, especially. Yeah, that's when T.I. came through for 3 hours.
Peckerheads, I was there that night. Peckerheads, boo.
You was there. That was our show. We put the show. I remember when.
Get out of here, Jack. We was in there the whole night, nigga. What? Get out.
Oh, I didn't.
Get out of here. I got pictures and everything.
Because I remember when he came, he performed for about.
Were you there that night?
Where?
It was at South by Southwest.
Man, are you mad this year? I was so mad. I was so mad. But you were always out of it's not just
I'll be AC3 all that, but it's just I've been chilling lately.
A3C ain't the same like it.
Nah,
I hate it. A3C.
I wouldn't know what it is.
After that shooting, after the fucking mass hysteria.
Once, you know what Body did when Revolt and the BET
injected themselves over.
So all the drug dealers that was putting up money to make this shit lit.
I was there during that.
Yeah. So now it's all the nerd niggas with no money. So it'd be like, that's why South by Southwest is one of the few that still rock.
Pop it, pop. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Do you understand? I was there. And then like talking about all the stuff that's canceled. I was like, as long as South by Southwest, and all the sponsors was dropping out. That was the big thing. All the sponsors was dropping out.
I just looked and I was like this.
Fuck.
I was like, how much I lost?
Yeah.
I just went right to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went right to sleep.
Yeah. We have to go. Where can we find you and stalk you? Because I know where I can find you and stalk you.
Innocent Flow 13 everywhere. Innocent Flow 13 everywhere. Tumblr, Twitter, SoundCloud, everything. I also have a website, innocentflow.com.
Good catch. You will be back when Spliff is here. Before I sign out, because I have people I have to thank. We pay the bills and shit. It doesn't go on, right? Shout out to Urban Variety, who pays the bills here. Production and videography and shit like that I can't do. Reasonably priced. If you don't have a budget, go kill yourself. You don't need to rap. You don't have to do anything. You can't go out for dinner. You can't buy sneakers. Just stab yourself in the face, right? So that's one point. S.STREET Media has been amazing for the last 2 years now. It's a platform at various levels. If it's not a podcast, you have your art show, so many different realms. So if you have a fucking budget, holler at us, or else just keep scrolling. Thirdly, I can't say how exciting this was for me. I couldn't sleep for 2 days. I didn't know what I was going to wear. You know what I'm saying? And thank God I'm poor and I have 3 outfits and I go, it is what, pick them. You know what I'm saying? What you going to wear, right? So I just want to say thank you for coming down, because most people have like, where's the location? Bitch, it's not out 9 to 7, so either come your ass or stay ass home. So you didn't have to do this. Mr. This is 50. And you have your own bag fuel, right? Right.
Yeah. I appreciate that. What's up?
Through the Billy D or
Yeah.
He's the voiceover king. Listen, I'm going to definitely come down and stalk your show. And
As
anytime
you
I
should.
did don't tempt me. I'm so excited. So excited. All right, so you gave us your handles.
Yes. I just want to say salute Alcatraz ad,
Please.
Stan the Man, Greasy. He got the Attack of the Dope sweaters coming out. That's amazing. He got the Broadway Junction is out too. But I got Escape to Alcatraz too. Make sure y'all go check that out. It's pure unadulterated dopeness. Salute the people locked down. Only the real that's supposed to be out.
Who made your hat?
I did.
Okay, so tell me about the brand.
That's my logo. It's
so how much is that? How much is it? $20?
Yeah, $20.
No, raise it. 25.
25. But it's the lowercase I with a question mark.
Where were you
It looks
locked up
like
at?
where was I locked up? Everywhere.
That's
I was
great.
a
All
few
right, we don't have
places.
enough time.
Fishkill.
Yeah, Fishkill. I got it. I got it.
New York.
Yeah. I'm gonna math is like this, bitch. We ain't got time. Listen, I'm sorry. It's been a long night. You gave us your handles.
Yes.
Hynaken. Outside of your handles, give us your handles.
Just Hynaken and Bagfew, Hynaken, Bagfew, BAGFULE.
For you losers, it's really supposed to be bag full, but you should get fueled by the bag.
Yeah.
You dumb bitches.
And,
Anyway.
and we help people move strategically.
What?
But
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, this is coming home. This is. You're not feeling patriotic?
that's
Now-
a collective
now your pussy
bottle.
will be wet.
That's a limited edition.
Just for the record, it's always juicy. There's no reason.
If you keep drinking that Henny, it won't. Hennessy dries the pussy out.
Who told you this? You had some dry,
Experience.
pushy bitch that did this, and she want to blame the Hennessy. That was not my
No,
problem.
I pay attention. I'm like, you drinking
So
this
you had
dirty
two
Hennessy.
bitches drink Hennessy, and they put you. They was dry to begin with. Don't
But when they drank tequila, the shit was wet.
But who drinks tequila and Hennessy? That's some loosey goosey bitches. You don't do both.
I didn't
It's
say
one
at
or
the
the
same
other.
time. I like giving people chances.
So they just switched positions, changed positions.
No. I was like, all right, it was dry. I think it's the Henny. Try.
So they had dry pussy, and you came back for more
I said, yo, drink this tequila. Let's see
with
what
a
happens.
condom. They had dry pussy with a condom. I'm asking. I need to
Let
understand.
me tell you
this.
something. Whether it's dry or wet with a condom is just disgusting. Personally, the shit's in the way. Yeah.
Okay, so but
What's
this
up?
is all right. You know what? The only thing more disturbing this conversation is the HIV commercial that goes with the drumming. Right? You can have sex, but you
That's
have
nice.
to. No, that's not nice. If you're HIV, right, and they want to make you like take a pill and you can't spread it, they're using this commercial to misguide people. This is what's crazy to me. So, and we're doing a whole situation on this. Again, heterosexual. It took me a while to understand certain circumstances. But when you listen to commercials and they make it okay,
But is it that you understand it or you accept it?
I had to accept it.
But do you understand it really?
It's not my business
Right.
because
There you
that's
go.
not what I do.
Right.
So I can't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to accept because it's not my
Could you
place.
imagine? Just imagine if nobody had TV.
I
Do you
need
think
TV
things
with
would be
consent.
different?
No, I think it would be worse because with TV, you're given a sense of normalcy, right? You're told what is normal.
Can't you get that from a book?
No one reads.
But that's the problem. If you had no TV, you got to read.
Okay, so we've had TV from the late 60s, and that still has done us a disservice, right? So whether it's books or it's TV, it's still disseminated knowledge based on whatever they want to perpetrate.
This is great because I'm going to teach my kids this. Because you can't... I don't know any professors that became professors by watching TV, but they definitely did by reading books.
Because guess what? Nobody wants to read. So you don't know what really is hidden, right? I read all the time. And whereas I've been lapsing for the last 5 or 6 years, there's certain books, 48 Laws of Power, should be read at least once a year because you grow.
Right.
So when you grow, you realize like, oh, this is something else. It's true. 48 Laws of Power, you're learning something every fucking year. Behold the Pale Horse. Don't read that unless you're completely woke because that will have you changing your whole perception. So there's certain books you read that elevate you, but if your circle is not on your level, you come across as crazy. The conversation is completely nuts. You know, I'm on the train and I'm reading the book, and you have to cover the book. If you're reading Behold the Pale Horse, you can't walk around with the book like that. And Nas is who told me about the book. Because I used to live in Queens. I was in a fire. I was living with my boyfriend who was abusive. I was in Queens somewhere. I used to take he used to drive me in, and we would listen to the Nigga album with Nas. And he was like, "Behold the future." William Cooper says, "Behold the pale horse of the future." That was his lyrics. So I'm like, it's got to be a book or something. So I let it go, and then like 3 days later, my peoples, who's also like educated, like HBCU, like. So when I see, he's like, I said, give me the fucking book. So I got the book, and it was so good. I had to buy my own, so I wanted to highlight and make comments and things like that. So my book is since MIA. My good friend has it, Crystal. I need my fucking book back. But like, you know what I'm saying? I need my book because you highlight things and you don't realize how, who killed JFK. That's on page 19. Word up, 19. And I'm sitting next to the people. How do I know what page it's on? I'm serious. It's highlighted. So and this guy was the life was his. They tried to kill him twice. Mm-hmm. They killed him in '94. They tried to kill him 2 times before that.
They killed him during 9/11. After 9/11, they raided his crib and killed him.
He was killed before that.
No, he got killed in.
We can argue.
I went to the rally on 14th Street, Union Square, and right after that happened.
This is what I will say. With him, he's one of several individuals who've written books, and you didn't make it. Why? You're giving us information that nobody else is exposing. All you have to do is read. All these idols being torn down. Why were you guys, held in such high regard? Black folks don't realize how much money they put into the economy. By buying Prada and Gucci, you're not helping the situation. There's so much more we can be doing with our money. And that's it. I'm going to leave you with that. We have to go. I know math is like over me. I can't say thank you enough for coming. This interview has been great. And you know what's crazy? Like, you get into certain conversations and it's like, it's time to go. You're going to have to come back when Spliff is here.
Anytime.
I appreciate you coming down without Spliff being here because people don't got to come. What the fuck am I?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I don't want Spliff to feel away. I just was telling it like it is.
He's cooked out in L.A. somewhere checking out. But he wants you here, which is kind of what he says. Like, Jay, you can't dead the interviews, which is kind of, I wanted to reschedule. Like, why would I have you come down where,
right?
Who am I? But I have Hynaken here. He makes it work.
Nah, he held it down, man.
I love me some Hynaken. Looking like a pack of mustard. Right? I love it. You're lucky I like mustard. Okay. All right, we have to go. We have to go. Where can they find you?
Innocent Flow 13 everywhere.
Why don't? Oh, so was the question mark taken, or can we
The
not?
question mark. Listen, my name is Innocent with the question mark. It's tattooed on my arm. It's my ASCAP, copyright, everything.
Say it again, ASCAP, bitches.
Now,
Go ahead.
My Instagram, my handles are Innocent Flow because flow is what I do. In 2013, when I started Instagram, I couldn't think of a name. It was first the New Innocent, and that sounded too crazy. So I said, I flow. It was 2013, so I put Innocent Flow 13, and it stayed for Twitter, for everything. Innocent Flow 13. So 13 is the year I started everything with the social media. And flow is what I do. And
Math is in the background giving y'all big props. Let me listen. We got to go because I'm an hour over time, and I mean the white half at this point is just mortified. But I could care less. This has been great. We're gonna be back with Spliff. Rather, he should be back in 3 days. He has to quarantine, and we'll be back. Sweet tea in 2 weeks. I'm not kidding. I'm not hanging out with him. Put a mask on his ass. Again, Paperrock Live, exclusively on S.STREET Media. Hynaken in the cut on the left-hand side. Innocent is on fire. And if you don't... What? I gotta go? We're going. I'm ready to go. All right, good.
Good night.
Good night.